Are you fucking kidding me?
How many times did I walk past him? All right, let's talk to you, strange person that does not have a name. I sent someone to give you a report to the Institute. In any case, I shall leave the upcoming work to you, Miss Fuselier. Of course, Mr. Raimundo, but about the help you mentioned. Don't worry. When the right time comes, our honorary senior researcher will appear by your side. Great to see you so soon, honorary researcher and assistant to the honorary senior researcher. I forgot that's Paimon's title. Oh, allow me to introduce. This is a special investigator in charge of the stolen Archeum kinetic core case, Miss Fuselier. Before I ask for your help again, please allow me to briefly explain the case of the Archeum kinetic core's theft. And some other key information. Raimundo briefly explains why the Fontaine Research Institute initially identified Knacker as the prime suspect. Okay, so this happened last quest. An intense surge of Archeum energy would have filled the central laboratory after the explosion, so only professionals could have engaged in work there for any length of time. And the timing of the experimental field generator's activation and attack was too much of a coincidence. According to Raimundo, the suspect must be a senior researcher linked to the research, and subsequent examinations and reenactments of the events have borne this theory out. The only people capable of this Fontaine Research Institute are Raimundo, Knacker, and Edwin, the last of whom passed away during the explosion. Raimundo mentions that he too is under internal review, and it sounds like a huge pain. We're still investigating though? I thought this was done. However, locating the core as soon as possible still remains your main objective. The unstable prototype may go out of control at any moment, release a surge of Archeum that would affect everything around it. Hey! Doesn't that mean it might explode again at any moment? Knacker. I just hope it won't blow us sky high. Babbler, it seems we don't have a choice. Looks like Knacker really does deserve a good beating. He won't get off that easy if I have anything to say about it. I'll be counting on you, too. I must return to the Institute. Mr. Chosia won't be able to deal with so many journalists for this long on his own. Even if it's just for the sake of his health, I ask that you get to the bottom of this matter as soon as possible. Well, I'll buy you as much time as possible. I thank you on his behalf, then. Raimundo leaves in a hurry. Honorary senior researcher, let's act quickly. The sooner we find the culprit, the sooner we can clear Mr. Edwin's name. Wait, isn't that Guillotine? You sound like you have a good impression of him. Edwin has helped me in many ways. He was a good person. Knacker, on the other hand, is a despicable lowlife who used Mr. Edwin's research to harm the Institute for his own selfish interests. That's unforgivable! Unforgivable! It is my belief that he framed Mr. Edwin for the initial explosion in the Institute, too. After all, he's the only one who could have benefited from how things had played out up until now. And he has the Archeum kinetic core. If Knacker is really alive, then I will definitely catch him, and then I'll make him pay for what he's done. But I'm sure you're not here to discuss this, right, honorary senior researcher? It's almost time. Let's head down to Luminos Harbor. I'll brief you on the specifics once we get there. What are we doing here? We look like eavesdroppers. Well, we're here to be eavesdroppers, but I think we have to wait a little longer. Let's get behind those shrubs for now. You wait for some time behind the shrubbery. Look over there. Those are the people we're waiting for. Oops. I saw the jellyfish first, and I don't think that's who you're pointing to. Oh. According to my investigation, they're reselling a batch of goods linked to the Fontaine Research Institute. And this may be connected to Knacker. Let's get closer. I thought we were hiding behind a bush. I guess we're not hiding behind a bush. We're so sneaky. Oh, I heard nothing. Boss, there's someone over there. We've been spotted? I read that as Shabusi. That's not what I wanted to read. Mr. Shavert, seems like you don't know the rule. I suppose that's as far as my warnings go. Very well. You pretentious. Let's go. Take those snoops out. What? Oh, we're fighting. That explains we're not there. Sure, but I am. What? I'm a special investigator from the Fontaine Research Institute. We don't mean to intervene in You've already intervened in my business just by being here. Who is this person and what are we talking about? Wait. Fine. You're good. It's my loss. Doesn't matter who hired you to silence me. Just do as you please. Huh? No one's trying to silence you! Actually, we're hoping that you talk. We're special investigators from the Fontaine Research Institute. Mr. Chavert, we suspect that you're involved with the disappearance of our Archeum kinetic core. Please cooperate with our investigation. So the Institute seeks assistance in their investigation by hiding and eavesdropping? Why am I not surprised? That's just necessary investigative technique. Allow me to explain. Bouzelier gives Chavert a detailed account of everything. He doesn't seem to fully understand her, however. I'm slipping into a Boot Hill voice. I hate it. Boot Hill has haunted me. Give one of them a Boot Hill voice and the other one Dan Hung. I can't do Nick's voice. I don't have his range, dude. I guess this guy can be Boot Hill and then this guy can be Dan Hung, okay?
I don't understand. Lamarck, what the devil is all this?
I think she's trying to tell you that some idiot stole something from the Institute. That thing might explode at any moment. If it explodes near Luminos Harbor, it'll kill all the fish there and render it impassable to all ships. So they're here to get that idiot. What were you trying to say, right? Your summary's correct. I guess there is someone here with brain cells to rub together after all. There is someone with brain cells to rub together after all is crazy.
I see. So you're here to do good then. And here I was thinking that blasted Lolier had sent you to silence me. Mother fudger, I misunderstood you. My mistake, so drinks are on me next time.
Silence you? Weren't you discussing a business deal?
A deal? Ha! Looks like this misunderstanding's mutual. I never do business with trash like Lolier. He always talking with the Snezhnayans and all he cares about is transporting Fontaine's goods to the outside of his own benefit. He's as bad as they get. Some time ago, he came asking for my help in smuggling a person out of Fontaine on the down low.
Oh my god, wait, that's literally Knacker, right? That's 100% Knacker. To smuggle someone out? Could that be? Yeah, it would be Knacker, the one we're looking for. What happened next, Mr. Chassevert?
He looked to be up to no good, so I turned him down.
Oh. Is it Paimon, or do you seem a bit disappointed, Miss Lucier?
What? I'm not. How could I possibly hope that someone might commit a crime? No way.
Today he came all the way to threaten me, telling me not to leak out any information regarding this incident, or else his boss, Codici, will personally come teach me a lesson. I was just about to teach him a lesson when Lamarck noticed he eavesdropping. That guy sees a chance and fled. Guess I'll just have to wait until next time he and I meet. That son of a nice lady.
So this Lolier's boss is called Concini?
Huh. Paimon's never heard of him. Could he be a Fatuist? Never mind. Paimon's just joking. There's no way anyone from the Snezhnaya who've met is a Fatuist.
I used to think that way too, but I really don't know what's going on with that Concini guy from Snezhnaya. All I know is that he's a major fudger. He's been tons of goods and equipment and sent him to the harbor. I have no idea what kind of business he's involved with. That said, since he's associating with the likes of Loliere, he's definitely no better.
Boss, this is not the place to talk. Let's head back to the ship first.
Right. You come with me. You're looking for that core thing or whatever, right? I'll help you with it.
Huh? What a surprise! And I thought there was gonna be a twist. You're not planning to kill us on board and dump our bodies in the sea, are you?
The entire Luminose harbor is under my protection. Anyone causing trouble around here is my business. What you said is true, then I'm doing the right thing. If not, at least Luminose harbor will avoid disaster. Don't you understand that at the very least?
You have a point, I guess.
Enough chit-chat. You want to talk? Get on the ship and talk.
Wow! Do you own the entire ship?
Of course it's mine now. Let's get on with business. That thing might go off in any second, right? It's not a moment to lose.
But we don't have anything else to go on. Based on what we know so far, you can run the largest underground trading operation in Luminose Harbor and often deal with items related to the Institute. During our investigations at the harbor, our investigators found trace amounts of Archeum energy reactions on some goods. We believe that Knacker may have come through here with the core. That's why we came to you, following the trade leads, but we didn't expect to find out that you're not even involved in this kind of business.
Ha! The green market's not the same as the black market. I'm not a parasite like Loliere.
Hey! You said that you're in the gray market! Get off your high horse!
If only you came to me sooner, I'd capture that Loliere guy. He's gonna teach me a lesson that I can't wait to see.
Should have given us at least a chance to explain first. You're the one who charged us without a word! You wanted to explain, but you didn't even give us a chance to!
I said 2 sentences. What do you mean by without a word?
Loliere, Cassini. I'll report their names to the Institute, but now...
Boss, sorry to intrude, but didn't Loliere say something like, "There's no use for you now," earlier?
That he did. That scoundrel even said that it's a shame how I missed out on a load of cash. Should have punched him in the face right there.
Could that mean that he's already found someone to do his dirty work?
You mean someone has taken the job?
Yes, and that someone may have been paid already. So if we can find out who just came across a sudden windfall... As far as I know, Loliere prefers to hire poor and lazy slugs who sit around daydreaming.
Because people like that are easiest to deceive and control, right?
Well then, seems like you've seen your fair share. Perhaps there's also people like that in the Institute?
Mr. Edwin once said that if you live your life seriously, you'll find that people like that are all around you.
Right, so no more naps whenever you want from now on, Paimon. It's okay, Paimon, we're not rich, but we're not exactly broke either. Don't worry, Paimon, we're no lazy slugs. I'm gonna blame this all on Paimon.
You don't have to stress that!
No worries. I know who to see first. Boss, do you remember Cobalt?
Sure, I remember him. He used to be the most famous drunkard working under me. I kicked him out of the outfit because he had a habit of nicking this and that.
Well, he's now a regular at Rusty Rudder. Payot said that he's basically there all day, buying up most of the wine. I think we should go and have a conversation with him.
Wait, but we don't have any proof.
Proof? Ha! If Cobalt needs some, I'll find him some. Before that, he has to have an honest conversation with me. Hell, plot a course to the Rusty Rudder.
whichever at the helm, the ship quickly arrives at the rusty rudder.
A person could choke on this alcoholic reek. There's so many drunks here. Can we really find this Koval guy?
Don't most people go home when they had too much to drink? With his financial state and moral standards, home is not a luxury he can afford. He has nowhere else to be except the tavern.
Just to be on the safe side, let's stay together. People in this watering hole aren't the friendliest. Especially you, Institute lady. Don't stray too far from me. These drunkards might try to rob you, given how fragile you seem.
Fragile? That's kind of rude.
Then they'll have the privilege of witnessing the power of our proud creations. Mr. Edwin instructed me on how to modify this mecha. The energy beam it emits can easily incapacitate a person. Paimon and I will try our luck over there.
Alright, let's go. Take the lead. Lamarck, you watch our flanks.
Where do we start? Why not ask the boss of the tavern first? From what Chelsea Fair said, the other person, the boss name is Pervot?
Oh, it's inside here? Hello? Debal, Chanois, Tilla, Drunkard, Celestien.
Not bad at all.
Y'all yap? Not my fault. I didn't want this. It's not me. Caval, you're in trouble. You, You're not from here? Great. I didn't do anything wrong. Forgive me. I'm trying. I'll do better. Ah! Okay.
I heard the story about that customer over there.
Oh, you got tea, girly?
Now listen here. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have spoken to you like that. Now, what would you like?
About Caval.
Oh, him? I just saw him stumble out the door. Not sure which direction he was heading in, though. Can't remember, but he's not in the tavern, that's for sure.
Another No, you're the other dude. He said he's outside. Is he okay? Ramaritime flower, Ramaritime flower. What are you saying, Cavalt?
I'm talking to the Ramaritime flower. Who's Cavalt? You're also Ramaritime flower? What a coincidence.
Oh, he is high. Okay. All right. I love that there's just a blubber beast chilling here. Hi, buddy.
Oh, you're so cute. I love you.
Is it you? Drink up more. Another bull fruit. Put it on my tab. Cavalt, time to pay up. Who's that? Who's Cavalt? Move aside. Oh no, I'm not Cavalt. Oh, okay. Freeman? Well, it's clearly not you because you're another name. Where is this dude? Is it Chowdy or is it... Some of you have names and then some of you don't. Am I missing it? Am I missing the point here? Welcome to the Rusty Rudder. Choose anything you want. Ooh, you do have something. Okay. Have you seen a guy named Cavalt? Sure, he brought me another round for everyone before stumbling out the door. Wonder where he got all that money.
Pay first, then take your drink.
Okay, we're getting closer. It is somewhere here. Is it you? Were you here this entire time? Are you fucking kidding me? How many times did I walk past him? I'm gonna be rich. How dare you belittle me?
That's him. No one else in Luminos armor with a rat face like that. Vault, get up.
Who are you? I'm in the money now. Don't you dare shout at me.
Oh, sure. Where'd you get that? Details, if you'd please.
You... Javert! It's all because I worked for you. I missed out on making big money. What? Oh, we're fighting. Oh.
Silence.
Just, you know. Boss, Javert, please forgive me, big man.
Forgive you? Well, that depends on your behavior. Lamarck, tie him up and take him back on the ship.
Tie him up, you say? Restrained by Javert. Cavalt does something. Oh.
Sylvia Cavalt, can you speak properly now?
Boss, please forgive me. That was the alcohol talking. Alcohol steals the soul. You're right. Whatever you say.
I asked you a question. You give me an answer. Anything more or less, I knock your teeth out. Clear?
Yes, crystal clear.
First question. Were you hired by Lolier? On the count of 3.
Yes, he hired me to escort someone to a certain location in Luminous Harbor. I don't know who the person is, but I just escorted him to designated location, took the money, and got out of there.
Second question. Person you were escorting, was he carrying something?
Well, he had a large backpack on his back, and no one was allowed to look at it, but it was very strange. It was warm. Kept on buzzing. Could that be?
It's the self-heating effect generated by the bound Archeum. Mr. Edwin's talked about it before. The backpack must contain the Archeum kinetic core. And the person must be Knacker.
Guess we got our man. Tisk, if it only was blown up?
Paimon's gonna give him a good bashing.
Third question. Where'd you escort him to? Give me the location.
Boss, could you give me a map? It's too remote a location to give you precisely.
Sure, I'll give you a map. Don't try anything or else.
I wouldn't dare. That sounds bad. Cavalt nervously marks the location on the map. Boss, there you go. That's the place.
I assume that there won't be any ambush waiting for me? Or have you hired someone to take me out?
Like on a date? I would never, boss. You know I wouldn't lie.
Fine. When we get there, you take points. Chart a course. That's where I'll be headed.
Javerts take the helm and use brush to pick up to the Cavalt measure. Oh god, I could not read that at all. Boss, we're close. We need to head further in. Okay, further in where? I guess here. Hello? Is there anything here besides that hydro slime? Oh.
Lead the way.
Bro, he's gonna ambush us. Looks like a baddie. I'm a baddie, but baddie. Catch me if you can.
Device. Oh, here it is. Huh? What device? Is that thing that can incapacitate people easily? I left that one with Lamarck. He said it might come in handy.
This device is capable of detecting Archeum energy flow. If Cavalt told the truth, we'll be able to detect residual Archeum here. Are we there yet, Cavalt? Don't you dare put a fast one on me. No way, boss. You know me, I'm an honest guy. Switching between their accents are hard.
Wait. Now that we've gone far enough, what does your device say, little Miss Institute?
No reaction at all. There's no residual Archeum energy over here. Strange. I've already tuned its sensitivity up to max and Archeum energy flow doesn't dissipate that easily. This prototype was made by Mr. Edwin himself. There's no way it doesn't work. Huh? How come they... And those mecha behind him! He betrayed us!
much did Loliere promise you?
An amount I'd never earned slaving under you in a lifetime. It's nothing personal, Chavert, but I have mouths to feed.
Don't you feel dirty getting mixed up with Laxa Loliere? Taking his money like that?
Boss, we all roll in the same mud puddle. Money we earn, never clean. You're the only one riding your high horse saying, this business no good, that business harms people, like you're some kind of saint. In the end, you earn no money, win no people. Only a fool like Lamarck would stay loyal to you. We sailed together for a long time. I'm sure Morgan would take his death painless.
Oh no! Mr. Lamarck is still on the ship! Don't worry, he has a pneumosa race self-defense device, which personally modified by Mr. Edwin himself. He'll be fine!
You only just came up with that name, didn't you? Come on, Caval. Hurry up and take care of them. Loliere's money is waiting for us to claim it.
Stop telling me what to do. Go on, get him!
Man, do we have to do the song and dance again? Think you'd take me down by higher few something? What's with you guys? Go get him! Whoever takes him, that Caval always the last to work and first to run! Shut your mouth, get to the front. Did I do it? Oh. Let's hurry back to the ship. Lamarck should be still dealing with Morgan. I'll be with you a lot later. Slowly.
Is he okay?
Not Don Hung is okay! I think, right? Okay, that is him. I couldn't tell. This device sure is handy.
Looks like Lamarck just took care of that guy all by himself!
Boss, you're back. Looks like you were ambushed too. That means...
Loliere brought both Patien and Morgan off. Caval was to lead us into an ambush.
Sadly, they didn't expect me to be there.
Wait a second. They were brought up by Loliere, then... What about when you were talking to him?
That can only mean that he had the meeting so he could eliminate me. Huh. Brutal. That sounds like him though, right?
Then I suppose it's a good thing that you lot came out of the blue to mess with their plan. Otherwise, given the narrow space, we might not have made it out alive.
Still, they've attacked us twice in a row now! Could they have something to hide?
Why was I smiling like that is another question. Oh no! What? I have to think? Not a business person. Luminos Harbor is an international port, so if the goods are being transported inland, this doesn't mean to be about cross-border business. Shadow over Luminos Harbor. Chavert seems cast a shadow over the entire harbor, so he's clearly some sort of extraordinary capability. Seems like even Loliere can't compare. That's gold, so I have to connect it to somewhere. Loliere's boss. Looks like Loliere's employer is Consini, who's from Snezhnaya. Transported Knacker. Caval's been hired by Loliere to take Knacker and the Archeum he carries to someplace inside Luminos Harbor. Major buyer from Snezhnaya. Consini is shipping a large quantity of household goods and materials inland from Luminos Harbor. Difficult work. Considering how many people have been hired to help, the job Consini wants must be quite tough. So these two must be connected together. Right? No? This? Ooh. Knacker and Consini. It's clear that Consini and Knacker are working together, and that the former has delivered the latter to the location somewhere inland from Luminos Harbor. So this goes with this maybe, right? No? We're gonna play the clicking game until I figure it out! Consini's goal. Consini isn't shipping those goods inland to sell them, but to give them to Knacker for his use. Or for research. Associate with this. No. No. I love the clicking game. It's my favorite game. Stealing business. Loliere must be worried that he'll lose his job if Consini realizes Chavert is more capable. Hence the attacks. Okay, I can submit something. Is it this? I love the clicking game. Literally time to click around and find out.
So, Those three are all in league with each other? The plot thickens. That Cosini guy is like the owner of a restaurant, getting Loliere to find a chef to cook for Knacker.
I told Lolier to beat it. Went around to find someone else to work for him. And then he wanted to silence me.
Feels like someone who messed up tried to cover their own mistake.
Huh, I see. Well, that certainly does sound like the right amount of trashy for Lolier. You may be little, but you're quite brainy, you know.
Not you calling Paimon smart is crazy.
Ha! You can keep the first part of the sentence to yourself. Anyway, now that we're sure that Knacker is in Lumidos Harbor, we've narrowed down the search area by quite a bit.
But things are never that simple, are they? Boss. We better interrogate them to see if they have any useful information.
Good idea. Pat in. You know the rules. Yes?
I'm at your disposal, Mr. Chavert.
Good. At least you accept the consequences of your own action. Lamarck, tie him and Morgan out real good. Go to your cabins and rest, and remember to put on some earplugs. Let's just say this won't be a silent night.
After some contemplation, you decide to sit down and rest. In the middle of the night, you're awakened by a stray muffled noise and the sound of some heavy falling into the water outside your cabin. Did something or someone fall into the water? Who should you go help? Wait. Chassé Verde warned you that this would not be a silent night. So they're dead? You walk to the door and grab the handle. The commotion outside has quieted down by now, but only the muffled sound of waves hesitantly lapping against the hull remains as you stand hesitantly before the door. What waits outside? A question. An answer. Regardless, with just a twist of your wrist, you can verify certain thoughts of yours. Can't you? You hesitate. Despite already having the answer, you still want to ask for Fouslier's opinion. You turn around and see how Fouslier's trying to cover her ears, pretending to be fast asleep. In the end, you suppress your and Paimon's curiosity and decide to not investigate. You just hope that this night will pass quickly.
He told him he's sleeping with the fishies!
Well, hope you're well rested. Hattie and Morgan has told us everything.
How? They were all bent on killing us not so long ago.
Well, that you don't need to know, Little Miss Institute. Lamarck, tell him.
Aye, aye. To simply put, with their cooperation, we have learned that 2 shipments will be delivered into a certain location today. Unfortunately, those 2 don't know the precise location. All they know is the time when the shipments will arrive at shore. So, more guesswork on our part. I have an idea. We may be able to find some clues in this energy flow detector. If that place is indeed where Knacker's hiding, then the people going in and out will carry traces of Archeum energy.
Oh, that means all we have to do is use this device and go beep, beep, beep. I'm findy now. We'll know exactly where to go.
What do you mean beep, beep, beep? Your mom's an antiquity? Only those obsolete relics do that.
I'm using the latest silent model.
Beeping or not, this is a good shout. No time to waste. Let's move.
About those 2.
They all gone back to where all sailors came from. No need to worry about them. Anchors the way.
Chassé Vert takes the helm again, and you rush to pick up the point.
We're almost there. Seems like the shipment hasn't arrived yet. Let's wait here for a bit. Keep your ears sharp. They might show up any second.
Everyone finds a place to hide and waits for the couriers to arrive. I need to click.
Look over there. Are those 2 people the people we've been waiting for?
Must be. They seem to be handing off the shipment. definitely start transporting it soon.
Are we eavesdropping again? But this time we're eavesdropping on treasure hoarders?
It's how the Institute does things. Apparently. Also, you're being really loud, Paimon.
That's not true. Sorry.
Let's follow him. Be careful. Don't get caught again.
What do you mean again?
Is this a sneak mission? I don't want a sneak mission. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. I'm so stealthy. I'm definitely not a Hydro Dragon hiding in a bush right now. How close can I get to them without them sneaking up? Oh, never mind. Hold on. I'm so not suspicious right now. I'm definitely not a very blue Hydro Dragon hiding in the bushes right now. Yeehaw? Did they do it? Nope, they're still going. Okay. Yeehaw, I'm in a bush. I'm not here. You don't see me, bro. I'm so not suspicious right now. I can't see anything. Hello? This is very calm music for a sneak vision. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not here. Imagine being here. It couldn't be me. You absolutely cannot see me. What? You saw me? Who are you? What are you doing here?
You found me. You got a keen nose. We'll leave the thinking to you, Miss Institute Lady. You're the brains. We're the brawn, after all.
Huh? Wait, what do you mean by that?
Lamarck, Traveler, let's take him down.
Yeehaw? Oh. Someone snitched! Who are you? Lolier sends his regards. I couldn't read anything because he was too strong. Lolier. Blast him. He's already paid the bulk of the payment, but he can't afford the rest!
Chill, man. We're all underdogs here. Don't blame the messenger.
Boss, what do we do with them?
Wait, stop. How much is Lolier paying you? I'll pay the same amount. Or how about this? Let me live it all. I'll let Lolier take it out and grab his money. And then we can split the cash.
There's no need for any of that. I just have a few questions.
Answer them to my satisfaction or you'll live, or your head will roll. Oh!
Lolier hired you to get some shipments here. That it? Did he say who they're for?
I don't know. All Lolier said that to leave the shipments here and someone else would come pick them up. The previous 2 runs were exactly like that, just in different locations. I wouldn't stay behind to see who the buyer was, and they didn't even show. Another group of people took the shipment and headed off that way. I dare not linger any longer, so I took off. So, are you satisfied?
Good enough. Get out of here. You better stay away from Lolier. He's up to no good.
Boss, should I follow him?
No need. Let me go and cause some trouble for Lolier. So you said that someone would come pick up the shipments up, huh? Institute Lady. Time for you to get some of that device of yours beeping. We need to move.
Didn't I say that this is the latest model? It doesn't beep? Beep. Beep. Your mom's an antiquity. Just to save the last bit of payment. I didn't read any of that actually right now.
There's a bird. Find the shipment's delivery point.
Based on the readings I'm getting, it should be over here.
So further?
Bow your head.
Not in my watch. I'll check your treasure hoarder stuff, though. Now where? Oh, where?
I'm getting readings. They're weak, but it's consistent. Let's keep moving forward.
Moving forward where? Why are we going up so high? Isn't this more conspicuous, right?
Signals are getting stronger. We're close. Look over there. Am I mistaken, or is that a house?
Oh, it was behind me. Smoke coming out of the chimney. Knacker, are you in here? Knock, knock.
The readings are high. There's a clear residual energy readings for all around this house. Knacker, why would he go through all the trouble to build a house here?
Must have strong nerves or he took it from someone else.
The lock on this door doesn't seem too sturdy. Think I can break it open. Stand back.
Hey, don't just bash the door in. This might be someone's home. You know, that got eradicated for some reason.
If that's the case, we'll compensate them. It's your investigation, so the money should come out of the Institute naturally.
Huh?
What are you doing in my house?
Whoa, you showed him that! Wait, you're not Knacker. But you're wearing the Institute's uniform.
You're here to deliver supplies, aren't you? See the things at the back of the house. Can't you read the notes on the door?
You're... Mr. Edwin? What? He's alive? Huh?
Wait, I thought he died. Wait a minute. I thought the lore was he dead. So he's actually alive. He just ran. How do you know me? Did Lolia leak my name? No matter. Just hurry and get me the supplies. Suppressor will be ready. What? Why are you staring at me?
Paimon must be seeing things from flying too fast. Well, Edwin Eastinghouse, come back to life, I see. Aren't you supposed to have died? In the explosion? At the Institute?
What are you talking about? Stop wasting my time. I'm in a hurry to complete my research.
I'm Fauzier from Section 3. You were my research advisor and you helped me modify the Numosa Ray self-defense device.
What section? What Ray? Now I remember. You're talking about that highly inefficient radiation device, aren't you? What was that researcher's name again? I can't remember. Whatever the case. The device was a solo project with no real practical value. Wait. You must be the honorary senior researcher, Traveler. Your reputation precedes you.
You know me?
Corsini told me about what you've done. Title you've earned. I have to say, title suits you well. Look at you. All hard-working and... But of course, I know full well why you're here, honorary senior researcher. You must be here for that Archeum Connector, that slippery fish Naka stole. I apologize, but despite his lack of creativity, pedestrian research skills, and how he's been constantly messing up my facility, we're still in the same boat. So I can't reveal his location to you.
What do you mean you're working with him?
I hear you, sir. However, I found a map in this house that marks a certain area. How did you find this map? No matter. His precise location won't be that easy to find. You're welcome to go forth and look for him, but trust me, you can make 5 loops around that place and you won't find him. That place took us 5 full years to build. I still remember when that place was completed. I started 5 projects and rebuilt 5 devices. If I was still in the Institute, my salary would have quintupled.
So, what's happening now, Traveler?
He's monologuing! He's actually a villain. He's actually monologuing.
Lamarck, stay here and keep an eye on this guy. Miss Fauzier. This will be a dangerous trip, so why don't you come with me with the device? I'll handle things going forward.
No, let's get moving. I want to leave. Wow, she seems pretty upset. What happened? I thought she worshipped Edwin.
Edwin, like, just insulted her to her face. Like, come on, buddy. Did we not see the same scene? Let's catch up, buddy. Try that again. Good luck. You'll never find him. 5 rounds, you hear? If you keep this up for more than 5 seconds, I'm going to punch you in 5 times. Why are you? You're back again. Told you, you can try 5 times and still won't find. It's not working out for you, clearly, so why don't you just sit down and have some tea? I brought 5 cups. Have you both? You really like the number 5, don't you, Mr. Edwin? Yes, it's a magical number. Use it right and you can unlock the doors to endless inspiration. Listen up. There are 5 doors to endless inspiration, and you have to turn each handle 5 times. 5. You hear? 5 times. Sorry, but I'm really trying to stop myself from punching you 5 times. Would you please kindly shut your trap? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Head to Knacker's hideout. Sure, we can do that.
So that's why he kept repeating on the number 5. He was giving us hints on how to solve the riddle. Why didn't you just tell that it's straight? Why beat around the bush?
Who knows what's going on in that head of his? He seems to have been trying to lead us to Naka. The dive suits were left by the house, almost like they were prepared for us.
Looks like he found us first.
No research value. I spent so much time. Who's there? She's been murmuring to herself the whole time. But, Traveler, do you get the feeling that we're being watched? Paimon feels chills running down her spine.
I'll take the lead and look inside.
Hello? Is there anyone here? I'm scared. Knock, knock, Mr. Knacker. Where are you?
A huge empty space with nothing inside. Did we come up empty-handed?
I don't think so.
The plants have been intentionally cleared. The trimming seems relatively recent.
All the trouble I went through for him.
Anyway, I'll go alone and take a look. You stay with Miss Institute Lady. Things get out of hand. Take her and go.
Oh, hello. Why did you... Is that a bot or is that actually like him? It sounds like a bot.
But there's nothing here. How could things get out of hand?
Beep, beep.
Hello? What is that?
Wah! Look! Something's coming!
Oh! That's a bot! Honorary researcher, it's a pleasure to see you. Still running errands for the Institute? Thanks for getting rid of that pesky, idiotic reporter from me earlier. I owe you a big one for that. Why are you so strong, dude? You both stay here and help me test the effectiveness of my field generator. Stop! Why is it so strong? Am I just not using the right character? Ow! Stop!
Silence! Let the mighty be humbled.
So this thing is going to explode, and I would like it to not stop. I don't have a shield for newbie. Dude, why are you so strong? I would like you to stop. Oh, I plunge? Okay, I'm plunging. I'm plunging. Because I thought I needed the Numa and Osa things. Bro.
Settle down. The tides beckon.
Catalyst can't break it. I have 3 catalysts on my team. Traveler's best to break it. Okay. We're just gonna do this, I guess.
Water jet.
Okay. Come on. Come on, buddy. You can do it. There we go.
An oversight on my part.
Did you have to do that, though, buddy? Ugh, this is so much faster.
Away now.
This is so much faster. Did you mind?
Settle down.
Stop. Stop it. That scoundrel's right there. Get him! Darn, get out. One last step. Oi, get over here. I'm mad at you, knacker.
The third most annoying person in the institute!
At least he's much easier than, everything else. Institute dogs. How much did Choso and Romando pay you? Just a title. You... Listen to me. Let me go. My field generator is almost done. Once I successfully synchronize it with the Arceum kinetic core, then I'll be the greatest kinetic engineer ever. Taking credit for someone else's work and claiming it to be the greatest engineer? Shame on you. Now I finally know why Mr. Edwin never wanted you to take part in the core research project. Edwin doesn't know a thing about what to do with it. You're also from the Institute. You know the true value of this thing. Help me. I can develop it with you. Then we'll both be famous and incomparable. Edwin, Ramondo, Chosiel, none of us can surpass our fame. Looks like what Ramondo said was true. Must have been tough for you, Knacker, to hold all that in for such a long time. Edwin. Mr. Edwin's achievements belong to the Institute. I'm only here to claim them. Nothing more, nothing less.
Miss Fontaine suddenly changes how she addresses Edwin.
Don't be a fool, girl. You don't know what Consini can give us. We'll never get such benefits even if we run errands for Edwin for 1,000,000 years. Edwin and the Institute can only wanted to use us. We have to think for ourselves.
I had enough of this nonsense. Shut up.
And who the heck are you?
The one who watches over Lumindos Harbor? One more word and you'll taste my fist. Traveler, help me tie him up so we can take the core or whatever. It's time to head back.
Hi, you two. Ooh, wait, read? Papers outside the house. A stack of papers that had been messily doodled all over. It's now impossible to make out what was originally recorded on the paper. One thing's for sure, though. Whoever was doodling was in a terrible mood. Alright, I guess I have to talk to you guys, huh? I knew it. You lured them over. He's always been jealous of me. Afraid my research would surpass yours. You're right. I'm so jealous of how totally oblivious and ignorant you are. No wonder you lead such a blissful life back in the Institute.
Only if Chosiel was here to see this, he'd faint.
He'd never wake up. You. Go back to the Institute with them and repent. I need to get back to my research. You didn't break anything, did you? Who said you can go back to your research? Stop right there! I'm warning you. What are you going to do? Lock me up? Take me back to the Institute? How am I supposed to continue my research, then? That fool, Raimondo, will definitely turn an Institute into a mess. That idiot just saw... The mere thought of it gives me a headache.
You're the one who turned the Institute into a mess! Stop shifting the blame to someone else!
Me? Fine. You want to blame me for the explosion at the central laboratory, right? But you know what? I wasn't even there. The Institute is full of fools. Even someone knocking over a cup of coffee can trigger an equipment malfunction. I'm not surprised they managed to cause such an explosion. And why didn't you try to explain that to them? Explain? I'm not gonna be their scapegoat. A lot of research on my hands, and my time cannot be wasted on them.
And so you decided to get mixed up with Lazza Cosini?
Oh, he's no better. Wouldn't even get his hands on a piece of precision equipment. I had to do all the work. At least he's willing to fund the research, so everything went smoothly. But I didn't expect our dear Knacker to come here with the incomplete core prototype. I've modified it with the
tech you can never develop.
Ha! Mr. Naka, Cosini's not here for you to suck up to, so why don't you stop lying to yourself? Don't you have an ounce of dignity as a researcher?
It's incomplete only because you don't know how to complete it. But I know how, and I can do it.
Right. Now take this piece of junk back to the Institute and keep leeching off of it. I have something more important that requires my attention. You fousey something. I'll leave it to you.
Will those two ever stop arguing? Enough.
What? You stop wasting my time. I need to go back to work.
I said enough. Edwin Eastinghouse, you're the one who blew the Institute up. And you, knacker, you stole the Institute's assets.
And blew up the Institute. A second time.
Both of you harmed the interests of the Institute. As a special investigator of the Fontaine Research Institute, I'm taking both of you back to the Institute, where you shall be dealt with accordingly. How many times am I going to say Institute?
Dawn. Oh, please.
Lamarck and I will escort these two back. Say, we've been the errand boys for a long time, so the Institute will definitely compensate us. Right? Remember, keep your mouth shut along the way, and we might meet an early end.
Miss Fousier. Traveler, you're back. You must have handled things. Oh, no.
Whoa! Mr. Chaucy is about to faint! Again!
I didn't think you'd be back at the Institute, Chosiel. Figured you'd stuck dealing with paperwork forever. This is impossible. Goodness gracious. Raimondo, how's it feel to take over my job? Anything worth reporting? What a wonderful reunion, Mr. Edwin. Ha! Look around you. You really do seem suited for janitorial work. Huh. You didn't even clean it up properly.
Mainly because he didn't clean you up.
Thank you for bringing those two back, honorary researcher traveler, Miss Fousier. Hopefully, this marks the end of the Fontaine Research Institute's series of unfortunate events to a turmoil. Ha ha ha! Great. The Fontaine Research Institute will now fall into a deathly stillness, or all inspiration wither and die. You certainly have already sparked much inspiration around the Institute. It's time to calm things down. Raimondo Havenport, you know nothing about research. You're not fit to lead the Fontaine Research Institute of Kinetic Energy Engineering because we named it like this. Mr. Edwin Hastings, what did you do this for? But I know how to keep it up and running properly. Edwin Eastinghouse. What you need to do right now is to stay away from research and Archeum. It's better for all of us. Sometime later, the Mason Guardian Edge's personnel arrives and takes both Knacker and Edwin. It's for the best that they finally leave the Institute for good. Thank goodness my nightmares finally ended. Mr. Chavot, Mr. Lamarck, yes? I heard about the assistance you rendered to our Institute. Please take a well-deserved rest here while your compensation is being arranged. We're getting money, boys!
Ha! Didn't think someone like me would ever be associated with the Institute.
Don't say that about yourself, dear sir. You're sincere and kind-hearted, so you're definitely a good person. Maybe we'll enlist your help in the future. As for you, honorary researcher, you did us a great favor once again. How can we ever repay you? Don't get blown up again. Oh, promotion. That's so big brain. Well, theoretically, your current title already resides at the top, but let me see what I can do. How about something like Chief Honorary Senior Researcher?
By the way, where's Miss Fousier?
We should give her some room to calm down. Looks like the image of Edwin Eastinghouse she had created in her head is completely shattered. Edwin and Naka need to calm down as well. I hope they can reflect on their own mistakes. Will they stay in the Fortress of Meripede all their life? Judging by how dangerous they are, I hope they never leave the place, actually. However, given the stance of things here at the Fontaine Research Institute, I can only hope that I don't run into situations that would require their expertise. thank you again on the behalf of the Fontaine Research Institute Honorary Senior Researcher. If you have any further questions, I'm at your service. That's the end? Any questions? What will happen to Knacker and Edwin, actually? They'll temporarily stay at the Fortress of Meripede where they'll repent for their misconduct. That said, the Edwin I know doesn't do repent. No matter, as long as Edwin is kept away from research equipment and Archeum. As for Knacker, I don't believe he'll cause any more trouble for us. I can only hope I don't run into situations that would require their expertise. You say anything else, buddy? Fulzier used to worship Edwin. Yes, we read this. Edwin Eastinghouse is a genius. People in the same field either gave up on themselves or became his followers. Miss Fulzier is a very passionate and creative researcher, often achieving great results with minimal resources. After joining the Tech Sec 3 of Archeum Research Project, she's put in charge of the structural design of the suppressor, which is frequent run-ins with Edwin. Maybe that's when she started idolizing Edwin. Just like the other followers, Edwin's approval became their only pursuit. After the explosion, she refused to believe that Edwin was the one who caused it, so she applied to join the investigation in an attempt to clear Edwin's name. Now that you've dealt with Edwin, what do you make of him? He's a twat.
A freak of nature who only cares about his research. He only tries to push the blame onto others, and he can't even remember Miss Fuzzier's name.
That sounds like him. Alright, other than his research, there's rarely anything that's worth a second of his attention. And he cares for nothing else as long as his research runs smoothly. Even when his own subordinates stole the Institute's assets to sell. I only approved Fuzier's application to join the investigation so that she would come to realize she was chasing an image of him she fabricated. Now that the image has finally been shattered, I can only hope she picks herself up soon. Fontaine Research Institute cannot afford to lose more of its people. What about you, Trocel? Do you say anything? It's okay. It's okay. The nightmare is over. How do you feel about Edwin coming back to life? Ugh, you scared me. How do I feel? Nothing, to be honest. I hope that irresponsible scoundrel pays for what he's done. Personally, I'd like to tie his hands and legs up, blindfold him to stop him from getting any hands on Archeum if I could. Damn! Okay! Do you feel relieved now? Bit more relieved, yes, compared to before. But to be honest, locking Knacker and Edwin up together? Gosh, I can't even imagine what those two would get up to. Explosion has been passed and done, so what's next? Flooding the entire Fontaine with Fanta? I can't even imagine. Well, that story has come to an end, and I don't think we can find... Nah. Okay, she's not here. Well, I guess that's the end of their research. Oh, wait, no, you're here. Hey, buddy. No value. My research has no value. Please, miss, don't think of it that way. Your invention saved my life. But Mr. Edwin... Edwin said this thing is worthless.
That just means that Edwin's blind. This thing is a treasure. Worthless? I'd give an arm and a leg to have one for each of my men.
Edwin's a bad person. He's full of baloney. He's a mother fudger, that's for sure. Mr. Edwin's not a bad person. Anyway, can't even remember my name. I even showed him my design so many times.
Miss Fusilier, you're very talented. Why do you let that Edwin guy judge your worth?
Exactly. Chat, listen to Paimon for once. Don't view others' opinions about you as the sole definer of how you define yourself, okay? You should believe in yourself too. He doesn't see what I see in you, main character energy. Really?
Of course. Take it from all of us.
But you don't know research. Miss Fusilier. She's no longer coherent. I think we better leave her alone for a bit.
Okay, Lamarck and I will be right here. Call us if you need anything.
Aww. She'll get over it, and then she'll believe in herself, and then she'll have her anime training arc, and then she'll become the strongest person in the Institute. Or something. I don't know. I believe someone said to go to the Fortress of Meripede to go check out some friends of ours. Hi, buddy. It's you. Come to see the pathetic loser, have you?
Are you enjoying your stay, Stinky?
Of course. Here, I don't have to ponder over complex technical issues or constantly be forced to recall each and every step of painfully precise operations. More importantly, I don't have to deal with those short-sighted, arrogant fools. Based on those few facets alone, the Fortress of Meripede is vastly preferable to the Fontaine Research Institute. Oh, and I noticed Jurio fellow managed to build the winglet. Does seem to have some talent. Mr. Edwin's assistant has completed a significant undertaking, while Edwin himself remains where he started. Empty-handed and frustrated. Serves you right, Edwin. You fooled everyone at the Central Laboratory. Yes, and I have to thank you once again. Without your cooperation, which you gave freely, I would never guessed how to discreetly send that reporter lady packing. Still, I underestimated Ramondo's perspicacity. I never expected him to be able to uncover the truth, least of all in a situation like that. What did Consini promise you? I don't give a hoot about his promises. I just told the Institute to terminate an Archeum research project. Countless people put their hearts and souls into it, myself included. It's just a step away from fruition. If they pull the plug now, all of our magnificent research will have been for nothing. Raimondo, that fool. Far too conservative. All he cares about is securing his own career. He couldn't care less about the state of the Institute. And you're just looking out for your own interests, huh? It's my research, too. You have any idea how much effort I put into helping create the Archeum kinetic core? Why I can't look out for my own interests, just like the rest of you? Am I supposed to meekly submit to Chosiel's will and give up on Archeum? Just like that? I'll have to just focus on mind-numbingly tedious contraptions like Mecha Fish and Fanta and the like? I'd rather die. Talking about this now is an exercise in futility anyway. I no longer have ties to the Fontaine Research Institute. Archeum, the Archeum kinetic core, Future Fontaine Research Institute, whatever. Let it all be. My research days are over. Archeum really has incredible research potential. I have to find a way to get inside and take a look. Whatever you do, you're not allowed to research Archeum! Ugh, why are you here? Don't you understand? That explosion before was just an accident. Archeum still has plenty of potential as a subject of research. And such incidents are inevitable during research. You lose a few researchers, hire a few more. You destroy a lab, build another. As long as the supply of Archeum is guaranteed, I can get the research project up and running again. What are you looking at me like that for? Am I wrong? I know you saw that ship Jurio built. The winglet, or whatever. Jurio. And what energy source could he have used if not Archeum? That ship alone proves the value of the stuff. Although if you ask me, that tub of his was underpowered. There's room for more improvement in the catalytic processes. Yes, that's right. The tech I already developed should have been used. It was your research that caused this tragedy. What about Loliere and Consini? Financial backers for my research, that's all. They only cared about making Mora. They didn't understand the first thing about technology. Couldn't even handle simple tasks like procuring precision equipment. I'd had enough. I was forced to assemble the instruments myself and rebuild the entire lab. They ended up being more interested in Naka's shoddy prototype. They kicked me out of the lab. They asked me to work on peripheral suppressors instead. How absurd. Why? What carrot did they dangle in front of you? Mora, Fame, Mansions. The whole 9 yards. But I'm not interested in any of that. Mora won't necessarily buy you any raw archeum, and Fame won't attract top research assistant. As for the mansions, maybe. I'll consider it if they were filled with precision equipment, but that clearly wouldn't be the case. I had no place to restart my research at the time, so I had to agree to rebuild the lab there. And now, thanks to Naka, I don't even have my lab anymore. Damn, he is salty. But you know what, Cersei, you're right. Go to jail. Get jailed, homie. Anyway, I like this quest, but also, oh my god, it was so long. Oh my god. This quest was so long, but I feel bad for Fuselier. Although I do like these two, and I hope they get to come back in the story again.